Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Waverley Basketball Stadium here on the 24th of April. This is the Anzac Day round. Not Anzac Day itself. Anzac Day happens tomorrow here, which is, for those of you who are watching on from overseas, Anzac Day is our national day of recognition of the efforts of our soldiers in all conflicts, starting of course with the First World War and the conflict in the Dardanelles, but it now extends out to all the more recent conflicts, both Vietnam and Iraq and Afghanistan. So we recognise the efforts and the sacrifice of the armed services in those conflicts. But here we'll be recognising the effort and the sacrifice of the State Championship women's players as the Waverley Falcons takes on the Bulleen Boomers. Of course, this should be a cracker of a game because we've got the Boomers, having had quite a bit of success in the last few rounds, sitting quite comfortably in the middle of the ladder. Falcons with with one loss, or two actually, because they lost to Ringwood, both Ringwood and Hume, are sitting down in fourth, I think it is at the moment. Game is underway. Bulleen has started. Can't score a basket, and the Falcons cannot pull in a rebound. So we're back out with Camilla Blands at top. She's looking inside, and Pierce has rolled it in. It's Emma Pierce, number 23. And we have a timeout straight away here from the Waverley Falcons coach, Elias Palianis. Emma Pierce, development player for the WNBL Melbourne Deakin Worldly Boomers in the last season. And we're hoping that she picks up another spot again in this particular season. So the coach for the Boomers, Matt Patz, assisted by Gary Fox, who's of course not here today. The Bulleen Junior team, the Victorian Champ team, also playing at the same time at another venue. And for the Falcons, it's Elias Palianis, assisted by Andy Lim and George Delagianis. And he doesn't appear to be here either today, so see how it goes. The ball's gone into Kate Oliver. Helen Roden can't hang on to it, and Sam Donald has wrapped it up. Kate Oliver with the ball, kicks it out to Donald. Donald fakes and scores. Kate is 22. Sorry, Sarah is 22, I should say. Sam is 22. I'll get it right eventually. So technically able to still play in the youth team as Emma Pierce gets a pass in from behind and a bucket from behind Kate Oliver. And that's the way that they'll have to play the bigs. Falcons have definitely got a height advantage with Oliver and Cunningham on the floor. And they're triple, if not quadruple, teaming Oliver under the basket. Ball's off Falcons' hands, off Tegan Cunningham's hand, and away we go. Okay, with me today is Liam. Liam's one of the Box Hill sports students. He's here to assist us assist us for a couple of weeks. And I'll get him to chime in every now and then and give myself a bit of a break from things. So how are you doing, Liam?
Oh, doing all right? Oh, that's how I sound.
Good. So this is the first time you've seen the Bulleen team, isn't it?
Oh, I haven't had a chance to go take a look at them anytime soon, no? This is seems like a good game. Seems like it's going to be a good game, though.
Yeah. Kate Oliver fouling as we go to the basket. Again, Emma Pearce. She has been outstanding so far. Just about every shot. Sam Donald. Kick across, it's with Walton. Walton back to Donald. Donald turns, looks for options. He's got Roden. Roden floats it in. 2
Great
points.
shot.
So the Falcons close the gap. It's now 4-6. I can understand why Coach Ilias Palianos wanted the timeout there, but perhaps he'll come to rue that later on. He's burnt one of his timeouts for the half, so we're down to 4 seconds. Shot goes up, doesn't go. Dropped in there. Rebounded by Roden. Cunningham with the rebound, with the pass, gets it to Oliver, and Oliver's fouled.
Still gets the basket, yeah.
So that's Lauren Pearce. And Liam, there's no relationship between Lauren and Emma.
I would have thought they were sisters.
No, that's the commonly held belief, but in fact they're not related at all. So a great shot there that we've got on screen there of Kate Oliver as she can't convert, but it's 6-all. Ellen Roden with the rebound after that missed attempt from Bulleen player. Gets it across to Donald. Donald floats it up and in. 2 points. Here come the Falcons. And a whistle on the play. It's looks like it's just out of bounds off Falcons.
Bulleen swinging it around now. Oh, almost a steal. Finally bringing it inside. Great shot. Oh, good rebound there.
Here's Roden. She's got Cunningham on the outside. She drives, looks, floats it up, doesn't go in. Oliver with the rebound, kicks it back out to Donald. Donald back into Oliver, and Oliver has been fouled.
But great use of size.
Yeah, so I'm certain that the Bulleen player would be saying, hey, hang on a minute, I got an elbow in the ribs there, but it was a good move there, inside move from the big. So Bulleen sitting 7th on the ladder is playing Waverley. I thought they were 4th, in fact 6th. So both teams similar stats in terms of win-loss ratio. But Falcons would be the fancy team in this contest, and the ball goes out of bounds off Emma Pearce, number 23. Great steal there from Oliver. Kicks it across to Walton. It's back out to Cunningham. Cunningham looks inside for Oliver, and a smart move from Oliver as she gets it to Donald.
A very well placed pass indeed.
And now this is led to a timeout from the Bulleen coach. So both coaches wanting to give their teams a bit of a serve. And we'll be back ever so shortly in 30 seconds. So after that timeout, we can tell you that the Falcons have got up to a 6-point lead. It looked very ordinary there for a moment for the Falcons. Looked very ordinary there as Bulleen was dominating on the board and on the floor. A little bit of a rocket from Coach Ilya Palianis, and suddenly now the Falcons are up, and the pressure that they're applying is suddenly what we're expecting to see from them. Ball's come off Emma Pearce, and again she has been outstanding this game. She's really been the focal point for Bulleen. Sam Donald. This is Sam's first year at the Falcons. We hope it's the first of many. She's a great little player.
Moving it back down to Bulleen.
And there's a travel called. This time it's Lauren Pearce picked up for that travel there. And she was lucky not to get an offensive foul there, Liam. She swung through really hard on Sam Donald, and Sam was, and there's a foul, and it'll be called on.
Not sure there.
No, I didn't pick it up either. I had my eyes off looking at something else. Here we go. Ball's coming in through Helen Roden. It's back to Donald. She picks up Cunningham. Cunningham back to Walton. Walton drives. She gets it out to Roden. Roden turns the corner and trying to kick it across to back to Walton. Overthrows the pass and it's out of court. 4:26 to go in this quarter. Falcons out to a 7-point lead. Pearce, across to Pearce.
Oh, is that
steal?
A steal? No.
Almost a steal by Cunningham.
Good driving basket there.
Yep. Into Oliver.
Takes the shot. Oh,
doesn't go.
Gets the rebound to Cunnington.
And poor pass. Yeah, poor pass led to a cross court. So Falcons will not be pleased with that. Of course, the cross court is always taken in from where the ball is last touched. So you'll often see junior players who will leave the ball go and it'll go to the baseline and wonder why they're getting a baseline inbound. But that's exactly the reason. Bulleen unable to capitalise that as Helen Roden says thank you very much and scores the 2. This was Pierce driving, and she's been fouled by Donald this time. And she'll go to the line for 2. Makes the first. So back to a 6-point game. And has made the second. Cunningham with the rebound. She gets it across. It's been very quiet, that last little passage of play. Quiet too because I was sidetracked. Across to the Falcons player. We've had a few changes from the Falcons. Into the game is Katie Bluser and Mia Parsons. Mia kicks the ball out to Donald. Cunningham across to Roden. Roden floats the ball up and she's been fouled, I'm sorry, as she goes to the basket. So she'll be shooting 2. And the Falcons are now out to a 18-point-9 lead. 2 minutes to go, just over 2 minutes to go here at the Falcons' Nest. And it's Camila Blands getting it across to Sam Moody. Moody drives against Parsons. Bit of a mismatch between the two. Grace Beasley now across to Parsons, now to Bluser. It's ended up with Cunningham. Cunningham's 3-pointer is good. It's been called a 2. It's been called a 2. And we're all back. So thank you. Shot comes up from number 7 for Bulleen. That's Ali Bates. A little bit too long there. Bulleen really struggling with numbers. They've only got 6 fit players at the moment, as Matt Paps has a chat to the ref. That last foul has put them in the bonus. And so Cunningham now is back at the line.
Making the first.
And the second rattles in there, Liam. And there's a foul, this time on Cunningham. She's not terribly impressed. Looks at the ref with a bit of, well, I'd say it's a quizzical expression there.
Shots up, three-pointer, oh, just missed out.
Shot goes up, drops out. Mia Parsons had a little bit more time than she realised. Grace Beasley, great defence down the other end, but not good enough to stop Ali Bates scoring over the top. So both teams running with some very, very young players. Blueser not still eligible to play in the Youth League squad herself. Now the ball with Beasley. And down the other end, there's Pearce scoring 2. So Emma Pearce is 17. Along with Ali Bates, Sam Moody at 19. A lot of their core squad is very young. For the Falcons, Mia Parsons 16. Grace Beasley 16 and Michaela Miller, who's not seen any action there so far, is 19. So both squads suiting up, Liam, very, very young kids, and they are acquitting themselves really well.
Oh, they're playing very well up against this top level competition.
Yeah, as Blueser, 22, still, as I said, eligible another year to play in the under-23 competition. Or it'd be her final year. I'm not quite certain when her birth date is, but she scores the first. Falcons really edging out to a substantial lead at the moment. It's Cunningham almost with the rebound, but it's been grabbed by Blueser. She can't get the ball back quick enough, and that's the end of the quarter. And at that point, we'll take a short break, little refreshment break. Encourage you to get your cup of tea or cup of coffee, and we'll see you in about a minute and a half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Falcons' Nest with the clock winding down, Liam. Any observations that you've got of the first quarter there?
Well, even though Waverley is such a tall side in comparison to Bulleen, they're still not dominating on the boards as much as I thought they would.
Yeah, we might just have a look at the stats on that as well. I mean, Emma Pearce has been doing a great job. So on the rebounds, it's 9-12. So you're absolutely right. Bulleen has actually had the better of the rebound count. But where they are dropping back down is that they've shot at a lowly 27%.
That is nowhere near enough to keep you in a game.
No. So Falcons after a poor start have edged up to 53. Neither team has managed to score from outside the arc. And in terms of free throws, it's fairly even in terms of percentage.
But if you notice, Waverley's taken an extra 6 more free throw shots.
I have indeed. Ball's in, and it's with Bulleen. So Blands gets across to Castles. She finds Pierce, the older Pierce, inside. She gets it to her namesake in Emma under the basket. And that's a move that has burnt the Falcons 4 or 5 times already. In fact, I think if we go to the leaderboard, we'll probably find that, yep, Emma Pierce is now the leading scorer with 12 points in the game. The worrying sign, though, for Bulleen is that their total score is 17. And Emma has scored 12 of those. They need to find other scorers. So a little bit of a hold up there at the score bench. Having a bit of a discussion, the refs are having a bit of a discussion with Elias Palianis about some technical point, but all is good, I think. And here we go. Ball's going to be a Waverley inbound. It's into Oliver. Oliver up, in and up. She can't get it to go. Lands with the rebound. And importantly for the Falcons, Talia Higgs is back on court for her first run in a number of weeks. She had some injury issues as Ali Bates kicks the ball out of court for the Bulleen Boomers.
There's been quite a few turnovers of some weak passes so far.
Yeah, the turnover count has been fairly poor, hasn't it? Elise Waits across to through hands. It's back with Waits. She looks for options. She'll get it across to Beasley. Beasley back to Waits. Now it's open for the shot. She takes it, doesn't go, but Roden cleans it up and scores. Good patient ball movement there from the Falcons. Great work. The smallest player on the court, Grace Beasley, gets the hand in the way of the pass and forces the turnover. It's back with Talia Higgs. She overshoots. Again, another rebound there to Beasley. Oliver can't hold the ball, and she has fouled in trying to retrieve it from the Bulleen player. So that sees her sitting down. That's her third foul. Not again what they really want at this point in time. So so Moody is the only player for Bulleen that's in foul trouble at the moment with 3, and that'll be a foul on Higgs, I'm assuming. And it is indeed. So that sends Emma Pierce to the line.
Got Waverley swinging it around the outside now.
Yep. Back with Roden. Roden.
Shots up. Oh, just missed out.
So, ball coming back quickly down through Castles. Castle into Pierce. Pierce kicks it out to the outside.
For a three-pointer made by
Lauren Pierce. The first three-pointer of the game there, Liam. And we're now 13 minutes into the match.
Not too many outside shots have been taken, though. Very quiet from outside. Everyone's just trying to take them inside.
Yeah, there's been a few. There's been a few. Total, Falcons have only had one attempt. I think if we look at Bulleen, that was their fifth. So they're 1 of 5 from outside. But yes, you would expect a few more at this point in time. Good work there from the Bulleen player and Sam Castles. Gives them a full 14 count. Now it's
shots
back
up
out
again from 3.
Yep. And that was Castles again, so there's another 1 out of 6 they are at the moment.
Cunningham getting the rebound, being the tall player she needs to be.
It's into Waits, back out to Cunningham. Through hands to Roden. Roden drives. She's too far under the basket, gets it out. And there was no player out there for her to kick to. Go on.
Oh, good block.
Roden brings the ball back. She's again caught under the basket. Too far under to get that shot up against the much taller Pierce. Sorry, it was Bland's, not Pierce. It's Pierce this time for a three-pointer. Doesn't go. Cunningham with the rebound, and she's been fouled by Emma Pierce. That will be Emma's second, as Donald takes the ball to restart proceedings. Back into Cunningham and back to Pierce. Cunningham, three-point attempt over the top of the basket. It did hit the ring on the way through though, so it's not an air ball. And now Bland's cross through hands. It's with Emma Pierce. She finds her way to the basket but doesn't score. And here's Higgs showing the energy that the Falcons have missed. It's with Cunningham over to Walton. Walton drives, gets it into Higgs. And Higgs has had her shot blocked. Pierce scored from, fouled from behind by Roden. So I had the luxury of seeing Emma play in the under 18 VC finals last season. We streamed that as she scores her first, and she was her team, Bulleen, was playing against Chloe Malloy's team. Both girls ended up, as Pierce scores both, ended up as development players for the Boomers, the Deakin University Boomers.
So some pretty solid talent there.
Oh, they're very load of talent there. Cunningham, in and out, as Castles brings the ball down very quickly.
Shots up by Blands. Missing again.
Walton with the rebound. Gets it across to Cunningham, or almost gets it across to Cunningham. Just managed to throw it a little bit behind the running player, and another turnover. So yeah, the turnover count, you're absolute, is starting to build. We might just have a quick look at that, and it's 6-all. So 12 turnovers in it's almost 1 a minute so far. Falcons, however, having more luck than the the Boomers on those turnovers. As this time somebody else in the Boomers squad finds a way to the basket, and that was Moody. And that brings the game to a 1-point game. It's Cunningham
shooting a three.
Misses.
Oh,
Castles
backboard, though.
looks to be fouled there by Blueser. It's the 4th team foul for the Falcons. This could be significant for the Falcons. So 3 minutes to go. Falcons gets the ball through Cunningham. It's a 1-point game, and the Falcons give away another foul here as the ball is turned over by Sam Donald. The Falcons give away another foul here. They could find themselves sending Bulleen, or giving Bulleen a lot of easy shots, and there's a two-pointer and a timeout.
We've got an injury.
Timeout to the Bulleen coach. Unfortunately, we have an injured player.
Number 32.
That's Sam Castles. The crowd was yelling, wanting the ref to stop the game, but what they don't realise is that refs can't in fact stop the game until the direction of play comes back towards the injured player. But she's been able to pick herself up, which is fantastic. And
you never like seeing an injury on court, though, anyway.
No, we don't. We don't. So I actually didn't see what happened. Did you see?
Oh.
See what I was watching the play down the floor. So whether she slipped over or but she's looking all right. I'm certain that she'll have a bit of a break, stay on the bench for a while. In fact, which would be a sensible thing. Good. We're underway. Everyone's looking all right. Would you believe it that Sam Castles, after all of that, is staying on court? So, yeah. So Emma Pearce taking a well-earned break. Helen Roden with the steal.
Leading the fast break down the court, and
it rolls in.
One.
Yep. So great work there from Roden. Gets the steal, the fast break, and has drawn a foul. That is the third, I think. No, the second. Second team foul for Bulleen. Makes it. So Falcons needed that buffer. It's 32-26. So whilst Pearce is... Oh no, Pearce has come back on again now during that break. Castle's back down, but Pearce has had her pocket picked by Walton. Ball's gone through. It's now been stolen. There's another turnover. And the young Ali Bates has ended up with the ball. It's now with Pierce. Back to Blams. Through hands. And the ball goes up from Lauren Pierce. She gets her own rebound.
Takes another shot.
2 points.
Just 2 points this time.
So what? Ball kicking through hands is with Roden. Walton. Now she's got a cutter inside. Cunningham decides to go out to Roden, who now there's the 3 points for the Falcons.
First made three-pointer for the day.
Well, for the Falcons it is,
for the Falcons, yes,
yeah.
my bad.
Pierce over to, who was that? That was Castles itself. And now Lauren Pierce just, well, that's interesting. Dropped a shoulder into Tegan Cunningham, who sees the funny side of that, actually, the youngster taking on the much more experienced WNBL player and coming out the better of it. Roden pulls up, doesn't get it to go, but Mia Parsons
can't control the rebound.
Yeah, she really spent that before she had it. She was already ready to drive, and now Walton with the foul. That's put the Falcons into the bonus. So every time they foul now, Bulleen will go to the line. It's a 5-point game. They've done well. They've basically run on 4 fouls for the last 3 minutes. As Pierce picks up another 2. Now that gives her 19 points, this for the 20, and she's made that. So she's the high scorer of the game so far. Helen Roden doing the same at the other end for the Falcons. We're down to the last 8 seconds of the game.
Roden ball in hand, going up.
Blueser puts it up, and it doesn't go. And that's it for the half, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in a few minutes' time. Until then, we'll leave you with some words from our sponsors.
So Chris Arkell, Waverley Falcons, state champ men.
Talia Higgs, Waverley, state champ women.
Paul McCoy, Waverley Falcons, state champions.
Tom Boyle, Waverley Falcons, state champ men.
Ivan Platonik, Waverley Falcons, senior champ men.
Waverley, Tegan Cunningham, women's champ.
George Delagianis, Waverley Falcons.
Katie Blueser, Waverley Falcons, state champ.
Ilya Polianis, state champ, women's coach of Waverley.
Mike Bullock, championship men coach, star.
No singing ones.
Oh, I'd have to say Chris Arkell and myself when we get together.
Oh, that's a tough one. I would have to say Chris Arkell. He's definitely got some great moves.
Ringwood.
I think Ringwood and us have a bit of a rivalry, so I would say Ringwood.
Can't go wrong with Ringwood. Ringwood for sure.
Tegan Cunningham.
I'd say Tegan.
I would have to say Ivan Platnick.
I would say Sadell, but it's probably myself.
Let's say it would be Sammy.
Shelby or Elise?
My go-to party trick is to grab a drink and sit down.
Shots.
Party trick. The turn and chuck.
Tom.
I'm going to have to say Tommy Boyle.
Elise?
Well, actually, it's not a player. It's Ili Palianis, our coach in the women's.
Ilya? Can I count him in?
Katie.
Many people ask us, what is vMix? Well, thanks for asking. vMix is software that allows you to create awesome live video productions. vMix supports a variety of different inputs to help your live production come to life. These include cameras, videos, images, titles, PowerPoint, green screen, streams, audio, and more. You can then display your production on screens, record to your hard drive, and stream to the web all at the same time. There are many different applications for vMix. Some of our customers have used it for large music concerts, school productions, live sports coverage, church services, esports, live web streaming shows, horse auctions, you name it. vMix can do it. What do you need to use vMix? At the very basic end of things, you can use a computer with onboard graphics and a webcam. If you want to bring in a few HD cameras, you'll need a bit more processing power, a dedicated graphics card, and a capture device. We have a list of recommended system requirements on our website. Whether you're an aspiring YouTube singer in your bedroom performing Phil Collins covers, or someone with an 8-camera live concert production, vMix is for you. There is a free 60-day fully functional trial on our website, www.vmixhd.com. So check it out.
So Chris Arkell, Waverley Falcons, state champ men.
Talia Higgs, Waverley state champ women.
Paul McCoy, Waverley Falcons, state champions.
Tom Boyle, Waverley Falcons, state champ men.
Ivan Platonik, Waverley Falcons, senior champ men.
Waverley, Tegan Cunningham, women's champ.
George Delagianis, Waverley Falcons.
Katie Blueser, Waverley Falcons, state champ.
Ilya Polianis, state champ, women's coach of Waverley.
Mike Bullock, championship men coach. Star.
No singing ones.
Oh, I'd have to say Chris Arkell and myself when we get together.
Oh, that's a tough one. I would have to say Chris Arkell. He's definitely got some great moves.
Ringwood.
I think Ringwood and us have a bit of a rivalry, so I would say Ringwood.
Can't go wrong with Ringwood. Ringwood for sure.
Tegan Cunningham.
I'd say Tegan.
I would have to say Ivan Platnik.
I would say Sedell, but it's probably myself.
Let's say it would be Sammy.
Shelby or Elise.
My go-to party trick is the
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at the Falcons Nest. We hope that you enjoyed those few words from our sponsors. Even though they've run through, we accidentally had them on loop there, but never mind. So what we can tell you is that the Falcons have got a 3-point lead. This is something that perhaps they would not have expected at this point, that Bulleen was in fact being so short-staffed that Bulleen would be so close to them. But, Liam, now we have the opportunity for Kate Oliver to get back on court. She ended up with 3 fouls in the first quarter, which meant that Coach Ilias Palianis was just to protect her a bit, sat her down there. So now the Falcons have the height advantage yet again.
Well, you'd hope they can utilise it after still being dominated on the boards. For Bulleen's up 23-17 that way.
Yeah, and that's been the interesting thing, hasn't it? That the Falcons have not been able to pick up the rebounds, and normally they're a very good rebounding team. But Bulleen has done a great job there. Oliver, 2 points.
Comes straight back onto the court, second half. Scores the first 2 points. Very nicely done.
So that was Bland's being guarded there by Donald. Talia Higgs back on the court again for a second run. I was talking to her before the game, and she was thinking that she would only get limited minutes, but she's actually had quite a bit of time.
That's a long 2 from Cunningham there. Put just inside the line.
So is this where the Waverley Falcons assert their ascendancy over Bulleen? We saw them come back at the end of the first quarter, but Bulleen chipped away, and closed it. So we have a foul there, an offensive foul. It's called on Talia Higgs as she fought to get through a screen. Interesting call on that one. Good D there from Oliver as Donald is running hard down the floor. She's got Higgs on the outside. Higgs' shot is in and out. Perhaps should have gone to Cunningham on the left-hand side there. Now with Blands, she pulls it back. She's looking for options. She's got Pearce setting the screen. Good screen and roll from Pearce. That's ignored as Moody. And it was Moody that was injured before, not Castles. I called the wrong player. So we saw a was a worrying...
Oliver getting it in the post?
Yep.
Or?
And she's been fouled by Moody.
No,
No,
it was
actually by
Pierce.
15. It's by Lauren Pierce. Lauren Pierce. So we might just go have a look at the foul count there for Bulleen. It's only her second. That'll be her second. Oliver kicks it back out to Cunningham. Now Roden. In and out. Oliver with the rebound and almost the putback. So again, Bulleen persisting with the tactic of every time Kate Oliver gets the ball, she's double, triple, and even quadruple teamed. Now she can shoot from outside, so perhaps one of the things that Elias Polianis can do is run some sets where Kate is actually outside, and that was 2 points. Did you see who scored that? I missed it.
I think it was Moody.
Right. So yeah, again, looking for some shots from outside. There it is. There it is. So Oliver, attacking from the top of the key, converts the 2. And she had a lot more space to work in there because she was a little bit further out. So I'd be looking for that a little bit more, I think, against the Bulleen 2, as Lauren Pierce puts up 2. So Roden across to Cunningham. Cunningham
driving
inside to Higgs. Higgs doesn't get it to go. Great cut there from Higgs.
Travel.
So, inbound to the Falcons. See Sam Donald bring it in. Roden now across to Donald. Donald finds Oliver. Back out to Roden.
Almost the turnover.
Yeah, Bland's got her fingertips on that. Roden now kicks it to Donald. Donald's three-point attempt, in and out. Rebound there by Higgs.
Jump ball called.
Bulleen possession, though, on this. So Pierce, three-point attempt, no good. And again, Bland's getting hands on the pass, but it's been retrieved by Roden. Yeah, Emma Pierce is perhaps not as comfortable shooting from three-point range as she is from under the basket. And a great attempt there from Donald over the top of her head.
Jump ball called, so that should go Waverley's way.
Yeah. So that was really good. Vision there from
well done there
Donald.
from Roden.
Yeah.
Getting it in over tough defense.
Okay, Bland's being guarded by Donald. Ah, great work there from Emma Pierce.
And a very well placed pass by Moody.
She actually edged out Cunningham for now. That's the second time or third time that she's actually done that. Cunningham is finding her very hard to stop. And there's the basket attempt, or the shot attempt, I should say, from Oliver from outside. And again, she's a good shooter from outside. So I would be looking at giving it to her a few more times there and forcing Bulleen to actually stretch their defense out a little bit more. Roden down on the ground as Higgs gets it to Donald. She comes off the screen. Oh, and that's going to be a foul on Roden. As Lauren Pierce hits the ground on that one. just a little bit too enthusiastic on it, so no malice in that whatsoever. Cunningham with the rebound. And there's the double team on Oliver. It's back to Cunningham. Cunningham
taking a long two, foot inside the line.
But she's pumped. She liked that one after the last couple of times where she's actually been knocked out of the contest. Edged out of the contest by the much younger player in Emma Pearce. She was quite happy to nail that one. So Cunningham across to Roden. She's got Sam Donald on the right-hand side. It's back down to Cunningham in deep corner into Oliver. Oliver turns. Goes in and out. Lauren Pearce just got her fingertips on that as Emma Pearce pulls it down the other way and she throws it out of court. Subs coming in. Bland's replaced by Bates. So the experience of Bland's is replaced by the youth of Ali Bates. Falcons' shooting percentage has dropped down. Last time we looked at it, it was up at 57%. It's now down to, what is it?
40%.
40%. Yeah.
While Bulleen's has come up to 34%. Still nothing too crash hot, but it's improvement to what they last had.
Much better ball movement there
Great
from the
passing
Falcons. Great work. And the basket counts. So too easy there. And the foul.
All right, foot violation.
Oh, okay. I was just looking the other way. Was not concentrating on the action there. So thank you very much for picking that up. Great shots from our camera crew here today at the Falcons' Nest. Cunningham across to Oliver, and Oliver's three-point attempt in and out, but that's what I'd like to see her doing a little bit more of. As Lauren Pearce this time doesn't get it. Nearly the steal there to Elise Waite.
Shots missed by
And
Bulleen
now this
there.
time the Falcons coming up with the rebound. This time it's gone to Roden. And the ball in the corner to Cunningham. Oh, that's the experience of Cunningham as she gets her own rebound. Another O-reb to her. It's out to Donald, and Donald doesn't make any mistake. Falcons edging away ever so slightly. 9-point game now. Ball's overshot, and it's rebound. Rebound, yeah. So who got that rebound?
Emma Pearce, I believe it was.
Yeah. Subs in for both teams. Lauren Pearce back onto court, replacing Sam Moody. And Donald sitting down, replaced by Talia Higgs.
Shots up by Blands and made it.
Yeah, too easy there. There was no one had their hands up above the ball and in the player's face. Just simply gave her too much space. Ball's kicked out to Walton. Walton's three-point is good. Called a 2, I think.
I think it was as well, yes.
Really should be watching the monitors on that. because we can see very clearly where the feet are. Instead I was trying to look over the top, and so now behind the play, what have we got? And this is Cunningham, called for a hold. So our Bulleen crowd liked that.
Don't know what call was made there, but I know Waverley got it back. Oliver getting in the post there.
Donald.
Out to Cunningham. Takes the shot.
No, that's Bland's again. They both look very similar, but Bland's has got the hair done up in a bun, and Lauren Pearce, the ponytail. And now they're winding the clock down. We're down to the last few seconds of the quarter. And they score! And that's the end. That's the end of the quarter there. So a little bit time difference on our clock here and the game clock, but only a few seconds. We'll be back in about a minute to take you into the final quarter. Welcome back. Here we are at the Falcons' Nest. We have the scores at 51 to the Falcons, 44 to the Bulleen Boomers. And what I'll do, Liam, I'll get you just to run through the key stats.
Oh, we got the percentages not looking too crash hot for either team there, with Waverley sitting at 41% shooting and Bulleen got 36%. Neither really strong shooting, and three-pointers show that as well, with 8% to Bulleen and 1 of 7 shooting and three-pointers to Waverley. At least they're strengthening the free throws with shooting above 70% for the team. Bulleen still dominating on the boards with a plus, what is that, 7? Plus 7 rebounds?
They are indeed, 26 to 33. So, which is, that's something which the Waverley Falcons coaching team are not going to be happy with, because the Falcons are normally a very good rebounding squad.
Just showing the amount of energy that Bulleen are putting into the game. Being such a short side and such a young side, and yet still dominating on against such a tall team.
Foul counts pretty even at 10 to 12, so there's no real big issue there.
Turnovers 8 to 14.
Yeah, and that's favouring the Falcons very much, isn't it? As we start the third quarter, the fourth quarter, I should say. Falcons win the bet. The ball under the basket. It's with weight.
Oliver already getting a shot up and in.
So Kate Oliver starting to rack up the stats there. We might just also look at the leaderboard as well. Just run through that, and what we can see there is that's Oliver now with 11 points, so that makes her the second highest scorer on the Falcons bench. behind Helen Roden with 16. But the player of the game so far has, in fact, as Lauren Pearce scores 2 to take her up to 10 points. The player of the game so far in terms of scoring has been Emma Pearce on 24. So it's with Cunningham into Oliver, back to Cunningham. Now she kicks it across. It's down in the corner with Waite. Waite drives, doesn't go. She gets her own rebound though. But shot clock violation as her initial shot did not hit the ring. So she needed to go straight up. As our floor wiper, that's Amala, comes out and does a great job on the floor. So we thank all of the crew that comes along to help us here with these games, both the junior teams and all our volunteers that help us behind the score bench on the stats, and also presenting this stream to you every week. As Waite picks up a foul. That's the first team foul on the Falcons for the final quarter. Ball's out with Bland. Her shot, too strong. Falls into the hand of Walton.
Cunningham gets it. Dishes it to Oliver. Oliver goes up. Oh, gets her own rebound though. Oh, can't get the second one to drop.
But great work there from Cunningham. Really good work. She had the chance of a shot. Passed it up in favour of Oliver though. And just threaded the ball to Oliver's waiting hands.
Seen some great passing in this game.
Time out here to the Bulleen Boomers. And we'll take a very short break and we shall be back in about 50 seconds. Welcome back. Just under 8 minutes to go. Oh, the clock is already running. That should not be happening. But no one has noticed that yet, that the clock is actually running.
And should the shot clock also be reset?
And they've lost a good 10 seconds there. Well, we will need to... I'll leave you with Liam for the second. I just need to go and attend to something.
Got Bulleen passing in. Oh. Oh, we got a foul there on, who was that? Couldn't see. At least wait. That's who the foul was on. So Bulleen's ball, taking it up. Here we got Lance taking it around, moving it up top. Ball knocked out of bounds by Waverley.
Yeah, so good D from Oliver there on the much smaller player, but and that's often a difficult thing when you're a tall player. These smaller players can, because they're so much lower to the ground, you often have trouble actually stopping them on the drive.
2 seconds on the shot clock and wasted.
So good turnover there to the Falcons. Walton with the ball. Gets it back to Roden. Now down to Cunningham.
In the corner, 2 foot over the line.
Now Cunningham.
Oliver getting in the post, passing up top. Roden taking the 3 and just hitting the ring. Fouled.
And that was Waits picking up that rebound.
Putting it back up and getting the foul with the shots.
Great work from her. So this, Liam, to take the Falcons out to a 10-point lead.
Haven't seen that in most of the game already.
Well, it'd be the first time that the lead has got out into double figures. And she's made it. So this is, as we just said, the first time that either team has got a lead out to double figures. Can the Falcons maintain this lead? Can Bulleen eat into it? And Lauren Pearce tries very hard to do that, and she'll tap the ball out over the top of Oliver. Timeout to Bulleen. So Bulleen, the Bulleen coach, I think he's now only got one left at this point in time. So with 6.5 minutes roughly to go, he's leaving himself very, very short on the ability to change this game. That's one of the reasons why you take a timeout, is to try and change the tempo of the game, change the strategies of your team and so on. So coaches are usually quite careful to limit the number of timeouts they use, particularly in this last quarter, because where you need them is in the last minute and a half, 2 minutes of the game.
Well, with the lead getting out to like Waverley's just gotten out to, you think maybe now would be a time that you'd have to anyway.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. If you watch most of the WNBL, NBL, and even NBA and WNBA games, you'll often find it's when the opposition is on about a 7 or 8 point run. That's usually when the coach will call the timeout to try and get that change in tempo and break the run. Here it was only a 2 point run, so or 3 really, because it was a 3 pointer that got up to the Roden shot in and out.
Lance getting the rebound.
It's back to Lauren Pearce. Lauren Pearce now
using the screen, passing it off to Castles, to Emma Pearce.
Emma Pearce under the basket. Can't get it to drop this time. This time Cunningham got the better of her.
Cunningham passing it back up top, getting out wide to Wait. Oliver in the... No, missing. Good rebound by Bulleen. Oh.
But it's better. Look, I don't know. Obviously, the coaching staff hasn't been listening to me, but it would be nice if they did. But it's interesting that Oliver has now been taking a few more shots from outside, and it is really forcing gaps in the as Oliver fouls. It's forcing gaps in the Bulleen defence. They can't afford to just drop back and double team or triple team. And now she's out there. They've got to watch for her. And because she's so tall, they have to go back on the cutters in case she just kicks the ball in behind him.
That's a good finish by Bulleen there under the ring.
Yeah. So Oliver keeps it in.
Gets
Kicks
it
it back
Cunningham, but can't hold it.
Oh, yes, she does.
Back to Oliver.
Oh, there it goes. And
Missed.
on. What a shame, says Oliver. All that hard work to no avail. 8-point game. Now down to. Well, there you go. That's a 3.
Making a 5-point game right there.
Again, Bulleen on a charge again.
Just can't count them out the whole game. Just been chipping away the whole time.
Donald
into Oliver.
That's better.
Nice, easy.
So again, forcing the defense to be accountable for Donald. She just hooked the ball round to the big in Oliver and scored. Well, that was Donald letting the drive happen. Falcons are in foul trouble. 3 team fouls. Now Blands has picked that one up. So it's now 3-2 as the subs come in. Talia Higgs giving Elise Waite a rest. And the ball's kicked through hands. It's back out to the top with Donald. She's calling the play.
And that's a
Roden shot in and out. Rebounded there by Moody.
But Oliver forces a jump ball. Going back Waverley's way.
So
Roden passing it in.
Yeah, big call out to John and June Stevens, who are some of our most consistent viewers. Hopefully you're watching the game today, June, and enjoying it.
Roden getting it to Higgs. Cunningham.
2 points.
Lance taking it up, missing the shot, almost getting her own rebound back, but knocks it out of bounds. Whaley ball again. Bulleen coach using his last time out, is it?
I would say this is his last. He's up to 3, so I think that's it. And would like to thank Emma Parsons for letting us know that she's also watching the stream and enjoying it as well. So great to have you on board there, Emma. Hopefully you're letting everybody know that the stream is on. Posted up for what is going to be a very riveting last 3 minutes of this game. Emma is cheering Mia Parsons on, big time. And we're loving to have you commenting on Facebook as well. Oh, June, thank you. June has just responded back, letting us know that the stream is being appreciated in her part of the woods as well. So good to have you on board there. Sam Donald drives past Oliver. She'll kick it back, and Oliver will look for Cunningham at the top of the key. Over to Roden. Roden had time to take a shot. Instead, she's put it into Oliver, and Oliver's shot a little bit short, but now rebounded by Roden. Oliver still can't get it to drop. She's been working incredibly hard, but has just not had the room to operate that perhaps she has had in the last few games.
Taking a long two and just...
Roden drops it in, but misses the shot clock. So it's a turnover to... Turnover to the Bulleen Boomers. 9-point game. Under 2 minutes to go. As
getting it out. Oh, who's that? Sam Moody taking the shot.
Yeah, Roden with the rebound. Big, strong rebound from Helen. Donald brings it down. Adriana Can, of course, not available for today's game. So, and there's the basket from Oliver and the foul. She has really been pushed around a lot today, and you could see that on her face as she went to the line, not appreciating the contact.
Making the free throw, so taking a 3-point play there, getting it up to a 12-point lead.
Yep. So what can Bulleen do here? They need a couple of quick stops. They need the score, but they also need the stops. And Donald is fouled. That's now 4 team fouls for the Falcons. No great concern at this point in time as we head into what my colleague from Smash FM, Will Taylor, would call the Bataki minute. Here we'll call it the Buildscape Victoria minute. And Talia Higgs down the other end, picks it up, gets the ball to Donald, over to Roden. It's a 10-point game. Cunningham drives, finds a way through, gets it to Oliver, and Oliver down to great work there to get it to Higgs, who couldn't control it. So 40 seconds to go. Roden hurt. Lauren Pearce just checking, good sportsmanship there. Sportspersonship. Roden is up and she's driving. She pulls up. Doesn't get it to drop. Cunningham fighting with 2 Bulleen players. It's a jump ball. It'll go the way of Bulleen. Cunningham's going to finish the game. It looks like 10 boards, 10 points. 13 rebounds, so she's got a double-double. Oliver 16 and 6. Not been the rebounding strength that she normally is. Helen Roden with 18 and 10, so a double-double for her. But to me, the player of the game, even though on the losing team, was Emma Pierce. 24 and 5, 2 assists. Sorry, not 2 assists. Yes, 2 assists. And she was the story of certainly the first half of the game. She faded out a bit in the second half, but certainly the first half of the game. But a good win from the Falcons. Liam, thank you for helping out this week. That's been fantastic. We'll leave you with a 6-point win to the Falcons, and we'll catch you at the next game, which is going to be on Sunday, the 1st of May. As we roll out the credits, see you on the 1st of May, Youth Championship men and State Championship men, also against the Bulls.